Hello people and Pokemon alike! I'm Umbrosity and today I will be discussing the team I want to use in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I have succumbed to the temptation of checking out the data mine that has been done on these games, and through that I have decided on the team I want to use in this glorious new generation of Pokemon. The main reason for me picking these Pokemon is the design, but I've also taken possible stats into account as well as the lore behind each Pokemon. I'm fully aware of the stat leaks of these Pokemon and I have not checked those out, and I don't intend to before the games come out and I can find out for myself. Except for one Pokemon. I love this Pokemon way too much for me not to have checked it out. And that says a lot considering this Pokemon may be taking over as my new favorite Pokemon. But with all that said, here's my team for Pokemon Sun and Moon. My starter will be Decidueye. I've been a proud member of Team Rowlet from the day these starters were revealed, and I have not changed my mind one bit. Incineroar and Primarina can suck it because this grass ghost type archer is going to be my choice, no doubt. If anyone's confused about Decidueye's ghost typing, it's most likely because Decidueye is based on the Hawaiian stilt owl, which is now extinct. A pretty cool detail in my opinion. I've heard rumors about its move pool being rather shallow, but I honestly don't care. For a main game playthrough, it's just important that I use a Pokemon that I really like, and Decidueye definitely fits that purpose. Well, holy shit! For being the regional bug type, VikaVolt stole the show for me from the very point it was revealed. A flying electric stag beetle? Yes please! I've had it with these regional bugs being subpar or even worse. Looking at you, Motham! I see VikaVolt being decently fast and very heavy on the special attack. I don't know, it just kinda gives off that kind of vibe. Might even be a little bit bulky. Eviolite Charjabug, anyone? Also, I just really like the aerodynamic design of VikaVolt. It's simple, but it's not overcomplicated. That's one of the biggest things for me in design. Keeping it simple, but still making it really awesome. Over-designing things it seems really clumsy, and it seems like they're trying to do too much with a Pokemon. VikaVolt is a prime example of this kind of design. I'd be a fool if I didn't put an Alolan form on this list, especially since some of them are really awesome. But my favorite is still Alolan Marowak. A fire ghost type witch doctor Pokemon? Just fucking take my money right now. I hope they do a slight revamp on Marowak's stats, maybe making it a little bit faster and maybe giving it some sort of special attack. I don't know. Versatility is on high demand in the current state of Pokemon. And as such, a Pokemon with possibilities to go both physical and special and maybe even some tanking ability is rare and very, very valuable. Now, I know I just said that over-designing Pokemon is not my favorite way of doing it, but I just can't help loving the concept of Sylvari, and yes, that's how I pronounce it. I mean, a Pokemon created to resemble or even take on Arceus? Hell yes! It even has the same kind of gimmick as Arceus, that you give it an item and it changes it into a certain type, and its signature attack changes type along with it. Now, Sylvari is the one Pokemon whose stat leaks I have taken a look at. I just couldn't help it. Now, for anyone who doesn't want to know these stats, skip ahead. Sylvari's stats are 95 across the board, so it's very balanced, it's very capable in attack, bulk, and speed. With stats like that, how could I not love it? Its stats are all 5 points below Arceus, so it's not quite as strong, but it's very strong. Now, being a person who doesn't like using legendaries, I've always struggled with finding a Pokemon with balanced stats. Glalie is the only one I know of, and that's not something I'm really willing to use when Frostlass is 100 times better. So now that I finally have the chance to use an actually powerful non-legendary Pokemon with great stats across the board, you can just imagine how happy I am. And yes, I know Sylvari's very over-designed, but this is the one point where I'm willing to make an exception because of the concept and stats. All hail Sylvari. I await the pronunciation corrections in the comments below. Despite me being less enthusiastic about the dragon type than many others, I'm still very much excited about the regional supposed pseudo-legendary, or at least the regional dragon, Komo-o. I can't really figure this Pokemon out. Is it gonna be physical or is it gonna be special? It has a signature move that's undoubtedly special, but it seems like such a physical Pokemon. Dare I hope it can do both? Much like Salamence? Maybe with some bulk? Maybe? A lot of people I've talked to say that they don't really like Komo-o's design, saying that it makes it look kind of silly with those large scales, but I really like the touch. It looks really exotic, and that's what the Alola region's all about. Very different looking Pokemon from what we're used to. Lycanroc is an interesting Pokemon in the sense that it has a different form depending on the game you're playing. As I'm picking up Moon version first, it's quite obvious I will be using its Midnight form, which I'm actually more partial to than the Midday form, unlike many others. It seems like it's going to be more of a brawler type Pokemon rather than a quick, hard-hitting Pokemon, and I'm actually a very big fan of those kinds of Pokemon that can actually take a hit and dish a bigger one back. However, I'm going to be very disappointed if this form of Lycanroc does not learn Accelerock. At that point I might just have to transfer one from Sun version to my Moon version. But for my main playthrough I will be using this form of Lycanroc. It has a very come at me bro kind of feel in the trailer that it was revealed in. Its glowing red eyes also give it a little bit of a evil / mischievous kind of vibe. I like that. And that's the team. Now that I'm looking at it, none of the Pokemon in my team actually share a type. So that's a happy coincidence. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I haven't gotten a chance to record in a while, having been on a week-long trip in the Canaries, but now I'm back and I'm planning on keeping these videos coming a little more regularly. Leave your own team for Pokemon Sun and Moon in the comment section below. I'd really like to know what Pokemon you guys want to use in these games. Also, if you're not in too much of a rush, you could leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, do so. It really helps me out. So, once again, I have been Ambrosity, and this has been my team for Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's 12 days for us in Europe, fuck America and Japan, and I'm so excited to finally be getting my hands on these new games. It's been a while since I've really had the rush of exploring a brand new region. So until next time, my Darklings, have an amazing rest of your day.